Hey, Mike with Mike's Bags. Today I'm reviewing the Hibern8tor by Crazy 8 Bag Company. Let's go and dive in, break these bags down. Slow side of the Hibern8tor is a hybrid material. It's the same material that you find on the slow side of the Brotherhood Guardian, the Buffalo Soldier, the Killshot Wolverines. There's some other bags that use it. It's becoming a pretty popular material. It's a touch slower than that Viper R slow side. So I call it about a 5-speed. It's more like a true 5. That Viper R is kind of more like a 5.5. So 5-speed on this. It does fuzz. When it's new, it plays a little quicker. It does fuzz up a little bit as you start to break it in. It softens up. It becomes a really nice soft material. So it will slow down a touch as you break it in. But 5-speed is about where it settles at. It's a very versatile material, very player-friendly material. It's a very hole-friendly material for the control that you have with this bag. It's also great in pretty much all board conditions. It plays very consistent. That's the beauty of these hybrid materials. And I think why they're becoming so popular is how consistent they are across all board conditions. So if you live in an area where humidity is an issue, or you play in event tournaments that last throughout the day and even into the evening, and as that sun goes down, temperatures drop, board conditions change, you don't have to change your throw, you don't have to change your bags. You can stick with the bag like this, that has this hybrid material, and just keep playing the same bag, and it's going to keep moving about the same. So the consistency is really important for a lot of people. I love that about these hybrid materials, which is why you start seeing more and more of them in my backpack. But anyway, 5-speed on the slow side. Fast side. This is the same fast side it's on the B3 Ranger, Coyote Fatal, the Cornhole Coastal Creature, and even the new Cornhole Coastal Fear that's out. The Big Mac Bags, whatever uses it. It's not the same as that Pro Sniper Viper Deadhead fast side. It's similar to it. Plays about the same speed, 9-speed. It's a touch softer. I just love the way this material feels over that Pro Sniper fast side. And it's great for pushing, collecting. It's very fast. It slides the board in conditions as well. So looking at a 5 and 9 speed on this bag here. The Hibern8tor it's a medium template bag. It's got a medium amount of fill here, so you have some flop. It is not overly floppy. I really like the template and the amount of fill they put in here. The fill is a mixed fill, a blended fill. It's actually what Crazy 8 calls it. It's like a tri-blend fill. So it's a 3-part fill. It's got some beads in here. It's got what I feel like some flat fill, maybe some flat disc. I'm not exactly sure. I'm kind of speculating what I can feel here. But it's a 3-part fill, and I love the mixture of fill. It gives the bag just enough movement, so it's not overly bouncy or active, so it's not going to really kick a lot on you, but it has enough movement that you can cut, roll, flop with it. So I love this fill blend in here. And if you've watched my videos, you know I love a mixed fill over just a straight flat fill, or even sometimes a straight all bead fill. You get a mixed fill, you kind of get the best of both worlds. You get more of that forgiving landing that you would with a flat fill, but you get the whole friendliness that you would with a bead fill. So I love the fill they're using in here. And with these two materials are very soft. The bag has just an incredible hand feel. So first thing I noticed when I picked this bag up was just how great it feels. And that was when it was brand new, before I even broke it in. Once you break it in, it really softens up, and the bag just has an awesome hand feel. So if hand feel is very important to you, I think you're going to love these Hibern8tors, just the way they feel in the hand. I fell in love with them right away because of how they felt. These bags are also ACO stamps. You play in ACO events, you can throw the Hibern8tors in the events. Let's go ahead and dive in to playability on this. And it's a versatile bag. That's the beauty of hybrid materials. You can play them any style of game you really want to. So if you want to get up there and just run hole for hole, you can do that with this bag. It's wonderful at that. Both materials very hole friendly. You're not going to get a lot of hanging up with this mixed fill. It tends to drip in really well, and the more they break in, the drippier they get. So you get them up near the hole, they're going to find their way in there. There's enough flop on this bag that it does have some of that forgiveness around the hole. So if you miss your landing zone and you're off the left or right, there's enough here that corner is going to want to grab, and if it just grabs enough, it'll pull around, pull the bags back in. So you got some forgiveness around the hole, but it's not, again, it's not overly floppy. This bag is also great for playing a dirty style game. So if you like to throw blockers and, shape shots and cause a lot of chaos and clean it up at the end, you can definitely do it. These Hibern8tors, this slow side material is very controllable. You can put your blockers wherever you want on the board, place them up there, because the bags are not overly floppy, very collectible. You're just clipping a corner, taking them in, and because they're so hole friendly, they're going to drip right in once you get them going. Fast size, plenty fast to push through, to push and follow through on one bag, push through multiple bags. If you've got 2 bags up there, you can push through. So any kind of chaos or a pile up you create, you've got enough speed on the fast side to push through, kind of blow that pile up and get your bags in. So you can play the dirty style game. Where I think this bag shines for me, and where if you've watched my reviews, I talk about these bags that have these hybrid materials, I love playing that hybrid style game where I may be running bags in for one round, the next round I'm throwing blockers up there, maybe mixing up, maybe occasionally I'm running bags but throwing a 3rd bag blocker here or there. there or a dirty round. I love it because you have that versatility, which also makes it great for blind draws. If you get a partner who likes to play a different style game than you, maybe they want to run bags, you like to play a different style game, you can both do it with the same bag. So that's the beauty of these hybrid materials on a lot of these bags and why they're becoming so popular. The other thing this bag is great at is shot shaping. I was able to cut the bag really well. If you roll or flop, you can do that. If you're average to above average in that area, you can definitely do it. If you're trying to learn to do that, it's not a bad bag to learn. Like, so there's enough movement on it that it's pretty easy to get up. I was really able to make some pretty aggressive cuts with this bag, which is surprising because it doesn't have a huge kick to it. Typically when bags don't have a lot of kick, they're harder to cut, but I didn't really see that. Like the bag doesn't, I mean, the bag has some kick to it. So if you don't throw the flattest of bags, if you have a tilt on your bag on the other, it is going to kick on you some. However, it is a consistent kick. So if you throw the same tilt, you just adjust your landing zone and you can play that no problem whatsoever. But even though it didn't have a harsh kick, I could make those really harsh, aggressive cuts. And that's what I liked about this bag, because I want to throw a blocker up there, and then I'm going to throw my cuts. I'm going to cut around, last bag, flip over, and clean up if my opponent doesn't push through already. I love to play that style game. I love to put that first bag blocker, make my opponent deal with it, and leave it there. Even get aggressive, put it more on their side, and I can just sneak around really easily. And then because the bags are so collectible, fast side in the middle, clip the bag and take them both in on the last bag. And that's where, to me, this bag really shines. And honestly, it does it really plays better in competition than it does on open boards. I mean, open boards, it played great. You can see here, bags are going in the hole. It does a great job. I'm throwing some blockers up there. I'm collecting the blockers. I even had a couple times where I was pushing through multiple bags. So the bag does really well open boards. But when you get in competition, I love it because of the options it gives you. You can, there's no shot you can't hit with this bag, and it just gives you a ton of options. So even if you play an opponent who throws blockers, and maybe you like to run bags in the hole, you can get around bags, you can cut around them, you can definitely airmail over them, you can push through them. You have options with a bag like this. It's a very versatile bag to handle any situation, like it handles any conditions. So it's really, I highly recommend that if you don't have a bag that has a hybrid material, you want to add one to at least one set to your backpack, because you want to have that versatility. So when you don't know what to throw, you can pull a bag like this out. And if you're looking for a bag, you're not sure, check out the Hibern8tors. Like I said, I really love this bag. I fell in love with it when I first picked it up, just because of the way it feels. And like I said, if hand feel is important to you, this is the direction you want to go. You definitely want to check these Hibern8tors out. Now, leads me into availability, and Crazy 8 does their business through their Facebook page. So I'll put a link down in the description to their Facebook page. You can go there, send them a message if you're looking for a set of bags. If you don't have Facebook, don't worry. I'll also put their email address down in the description. So you can shoot them an email. If you don't have Facebook, you don't get on Facebook, whatever, shoot them an email, tell them what you're looking for. If you're looking for a set of Hibern8tors or whatever, you can reach out to them for that. I'm sure they'll be happy to take care of it for you. The bags are $78 shipped, which is phenomenal price, right? It's on the lower end of price, and $78. And like I said, that shipping, that includes shipping, that's all in. If you want customs, Crazy 8 does customs for $88 shipped, which is, again, pretty crazy. Like that's probably one of the cheaper set of custom bags you're gonna find out there. So $88 for a set of custom. So if you have a logo, a design, you have a business you're wanting to promote, whatever, or you've just always thought about, hey, I want my name, or I want something on the bags to personalize it, for $88, you can get it personalized or customized for you. So definitely check that out. So anyway, link description to their Facebook page, as well as their email address. You can reach out to them that way. If you've thrown the Hibern8tors, I'd love to hear your feedback, what you like, what you don't like. Always love hearing your guys' opinions. I thank you so much for your support, and I thank you for watching.